My ex broke up with me 5 months ago. And I can't escape her out of my mind. I want to forget her ass. Sometimes I even have dreams of her. I distract myself by doing good habits, gym, my purpose at
Yeah, you're never going to get her back because you want her back. But your want is building the world that you don't have. We are bored. I'll tell you this, dude. Only women get bored. How can you be bored in God's world? You're bored. So turn the channel off, bro. This is like the self-help network. One in the chat if I should never stop helping my chatters, because dude, there's very few people living out their dream life. You know, like a Hollywood celebrity can't say what they want. That's not the dream life that they want. You know, I'm getting both worlds. Celebrity status saying what the I want, you know? And ban that guy, bro. Just ban him. You're getting negative, bro. Easy, my king. You gotta go.
Thijachi donated $5. I don't want her back. My life was good before I met her.
Cope.
I just want to be back to where I was. High vibrations. I was a magnet and attracting all the good in my life.
Chat, does he want her back? You wouldn't bring her up to me if you didn't want her back. And dude, step one of wanting someone back in your life is you're putting out in the quantum field that you don't have her, which means the quantum field is going to change the matrix so you can't have her. That's so dangerous what you're doing, bro. Like, change your thinking, change your language, right? You already have her, she doesn't have you. That's what's happening here. Jesus. And bro, honestly, I don't have sympathy. If you don't have abundance of girls texting you, you're a faggot. You set up your life wrong, right? Like, no girl can give me stress. Like, John, I'm just gonna leave you. And I go, don't leave me, because then I'll start smashing every bitch in my phone. And they go, what? I go, yeah, like, keep me normal. And they go, why? And I go, I get lonely. And they go, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah, I'm very lonely. And they go, okay, maybe we can work on our problems, Sean. I go, thank you. Don't want to be back to whores. I like having one girl to, be around. But now think of it like this. If I didn't have bitches, she would literally just leave. She'd be like, oh, I'm not going to stick around with this guy. Like, what the fuck? So, give me your number one advice on losing weight. Practical stuff would be fast until late at night, so you're not spiking your insulin and being hungry, and the hungers go away very quickly. Within a few days, you'll be used to fasting. And then step two, if you eat 300 grams of protein as your first meal versus 300 grams of carbs, which is cereal, so steak or cereal, you can finish that cereal in 20 seconds, and that steak's going to take you a while. So why don't you start with that steak and have a protein shake before every meal, because your stomach will turn into concrete. You can't have 3 scoops of protein before every meal and actually finish the McDonald's. It's really hard. You'll be like, ugh. So fill up your stomach with that high percentage of 1 gram per pound body weight protein, and then also add maybe a peel of an apple. So that's high fibrous. So high protein, high fiber, activity, and you're on your way with fasting.
Bro, I am constantly craving and I can't help it. I've spent $700 this week on 5 guys already. Please help.
You should probably talk to your doctor, because these people who have binge eating disorders, you don't have a binge eating disorder. For example, there's something that there's a trauma in your life that's making you do this kind of neurotic impulsive behavior. And for example, if you stop doing the Cheetos, you'd replace that dopamine hit with Coke. So a Coke addict is the same as an obese person, and an obese person is the same as a Coke addict. It's just you want more and more and more. And therapy is way more effective than trying fad diets. But also, it's like when you appeal to your higher self, you're gonna disassociate the taste of food with something good. You're gonna associate it with being a fat slob, and that higher self, you can do anything. That's Goggins, bro. But you gotta unpack some of your shit, man.
Bro, do I go to the gym at night then if I want to fast? I'm trying to be more outlaw. Should I do boxing?
Well, didn't you say you want to lose weight? No, go to the gym fasted while your hormone profile is higher. And the whole point of fasting is that if your eating window is you can only eat for 4 hours a day, that cuts a lot of calories weekly. So your net calories weekly is like, for skinny guys will be like, I eat all the time, but they're just eating a lot on Monday and Tuesday, and then they don't eat for the rest of the week. Weekly, that's what matters. So if you're calorie shaving, fasting is a good way to 1 hour window would be great. Yeah, I like one meal, but I think you should start with like a more realistic window because yeah. Another thing is you need a career and social life, because have you noticed a lot of you guys that I talk to tell me when you guys were social before COVID, you weren't eating that much? Like if you have a career and people to talk to, you forget about food. They're filling your dopamine in other ways. You know what I mean? So it's like your loss of self is the first thing you should address, like who you were. Or you could do what Derek from More Plates, More Dates does, right? What does he recommend for you binge eaters? I forgot what it's called, but he has a ton of clients in the comments who say he's really good at that. Derek's really good.
Chachi donated $5.
But I don't want to do fitness.
Thank you, my nigga.
Thank you.
That's actually the best advice. I didn't even think about what I was doing to the quantum field by my thinking. In all aspects of life.
The way he says it. Yeah. Yeah, if you're ever beating yourself down, it's why you're a loser. Like, look at immigrants who make it in the West when they come to America. They have very, I am already a genius. I am a millionaire. I just don't have the money yet. I am. Right? And you look at immigrants who don't make it in life, I just don't have. I got another parking ticket. I got language thinking. Yeah.
Zillow donated $5. You're right. When I was playing football for high school and was going to parties and hanging out with friends, I completely forgot about food and was actually in shape.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially women. Like if you're around chicks, your dopamine goes, damn, I kind of want her to pet me. But if you're around like cheeseburgers, you go, that burger better pet me, you know? Like for example, never work out again. I have a client who can never work out again, and I can get him lean, right? If I focus just on his mindset, the diet will get him there. You know, like it's not, that answer of go to the gym is not real. Don't go to the gym. Don't fix your diet. Don't do anything till you fix your mind. Once you're appealing to your higher self, the food choices become a lot easier, and the training becomes a lot more fun. And this is vision work. You have to, if you're not seeing a vision, the molding isn't going to happen. You're not going to have that kick in your mind that goes, actually, go leaner, go leaner. And the guys who are really good with their minds, they get 6 packs and they go, I need 15 more pounds to lose. That's a solid mind. That mind is turning into stone at that point. And then for them, I'd usually look at their money. I'll be like, actually, you're losing like monthly, you're making less because of this 6-pack you're obsessing over. So that means you're not going to hold that 6-pack, because if you're losing one way, it's going to bounce. You got to find the equal.
You should make a guide to manifesting. What type of stuff do you do to manifest? Believing you deserve it, writing it down. What else?
Yeah, here's some basics from my clients, but thinking, intuition, feeling, and sensation. These are the elements of earth, air, fire, and water. Not in that order, though. I'm not going to tell you. This is your first, the first symbols you play with in your mind, right? So with the zodiac, there's different signs that, well, you probably know. Like, for example, I genuinely think you guys are all the thinking type. Most of you guys are the thinking type. And the guys who have channels, you guys are probably the feeling types. You know, like you have all of them, but most of the chat overthinks. Am I crazy? That's why they're chatters. And that's like the number one issue. So if your mind is overthinking a lot, it's avoiding play. And that's a big no-no. Your mind has to go to play. While it can't be played like you're playing, what's that called? Roadblocks or whatever you guys do. Play means play with, your imagination. Like you gotta see what you're trying to build. So that's manifestation is just play. That's why the Queen and King of England hold the scepter and do that ritual, is they're doing it on a higher plane. Like it's like a ceremonial magic what they're doing, but it's a magnet towards what they're trying to do. And that's also why in the Bible it says the heavens like the kingdom for the child brain, like the play brain. I can do anything. And the Bible says you want it, it's yours. Believe you already have it. So that's step one, right? And that's also why God introduces himself as I am, as in do it yourself. And he's gonna it's like a gas station. Like he's gonna send you the fuel and you're gonna do the rest. But all good is done through God, right? All bad in your life is you perverting the good. So yeah, basically we go over intellect, feeling, amplification, and motion of thought. You want to molecularly change your thought from thinking to feeling, or feeling to thinking is the more dangerous one. But this is how you play with the idea of, oh, I am successful. And as soon as you see the vision in your head and hold on to it, you'll know the one that's real, because you'll actually hear your head say, I am successful. And then boom, your journey is started. Your habits are going to change over time. And usually within less than 7 days, you're going to let go of it and take a break. And now you got to start from beginning. So you've lost, because people are like, I think about manifesting all the time. Yeah, but that's not play. Your imagination is not thinking, it's play. That's how it creates. Like your imagination played into your divorce, right? When you picked up a girl, you were playful with her. That's how you magnetically got her. It's not you didn't think so hard. No, thinking is like your a little tool, right? And then the tool starts owning you when you're overthinking. We go over that. We go over faith, and then the most important one is second nature. You do something 28 days, it cracks into second nature. That's subconscious. So if you could be positive for 28 days straight, which is a lot harder than it looks, bro. This is a whole moon, bro. But if you can do that, everything you're doing becomes second nature. And then it gets amplified the next month. Yeah. And then you'll hit me up. Zherka, I up for 3 days. I was negative. Well, you lost. It's over. Don't come to me anymore. You lost. I don't even want to help you anymore. If you can't do 28 days, why the would I restart with your ass? I know so many guys who went through so much shit and they did 28 days straight and had good results. You lost. Like if you watch all my streams in 2024, it's like best year ever. It's all the same energies. This guy, right? Because this is the winning energy. But I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I do get like the tail starts to wag and I want to go faster. And no. Faster is middle path always. Right? Yeah.
I like reading Neville Goddard's work. He really brought me closer to the Bible by incorporating scriptures into his work about manifestation.
Yeah.
My favorite book is Out of This World. Mark 11:24 ask and believe it's...
I worry about that because everyone who gets into Goddard's work, I've noticed that they fail miserably because then they're so hooked. They're so hooked on his work that they go to other practices. And dude, 99% of the manifestation market is like single moms selling you books on Amazon. They're raping you. So that's why I say Goddard and Carl Jung is the best way to deal with psychic processes. These are the guys, because Jung's going to tell you the issues, how to spot for them, and Goddard's going to tell you the ideal higher self. So this is a good... Well, Jung's a little complicated for you guys because if you don't understand all the terms, it can get very weird. So you should understand self, unconscious, anima, shadow, everything, right? Zherka would be blue pill without his dad in life. Yeah, I actually think that. Yeah, I feel like people without dads are always like. Have you noticed that? Like people who grew up without dads are always.
Rotten Equate donated $5. How the do you retain so much of what you read? Is it the drawing? I've been highlighting what I read, so I'm consciously reading. Is that a good tactic?
No, I do it in a hypnagogic state. So I do it in between consciousness and unconsciousness. So I play with thoughts. I don't read when I'm like, I'll read with a coffee, but if I'm not learning, I stop. I don't take a break. I leave it alone until it goes back to play. But most of my learning is done in between wakefulness and sleep, like the Tesla method. And I have a method for that that's really detailed for my guys. And yeah, I can't say that word.